It's been 200 years since Francis Scott Key wrote the words that to this day unite a nation. The Star Spangled Banner is performed everywhere, from middle school assemblies to the Super Bowl. And while everyone tries their best to do it justice,
and the Rockets, red flag. I'll make up for it now.
there are some performances that just stay with us. One such performance came from Whitney Houston at the 1991 Super Bowl. Giving one of the most memorable national anthem performances of all time, Houston's rendition came at an important time for the country. As the Wall Street Journal points out, with America immersed in the Persian Gulf War, the song was more than a prelude to a game. It spoke to a nation. The electric performance was so popular, Houston's record label put it out as a single, and upon its release, it climbed to the top 20 on the Billboard charts. Billboard's magazine editor tells ABC it may well be, with the exception of her version of Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You, the most remembered thing about her. But if there is a mark against Houston and her Super Bowl 25 Star Spangled Banner, it's this.
And you know, there was controversy about Whitney doing the national anthem and lip syncing.
Which brings us to another famed performance, which, unlike Houston's rendition, was live and remarkably bizarre. Rolling Stone writes of the Woodstock performance, Jimi Hendrix reinvented it from top to bottom as a showcase from what could be done with extreme high-volume electric guitar distortion. His riffs often interpreted as mimicking weapons, explosions, and bombs dropping from the sky. In the song's 200-year history, it wasn't until the last 50 years or so that musical artists began putting their own signature on the classic ballad, which was not always well received. As NBC notes, some thought it was brilliant, others considered it disrespectful. And while Hendrix's performance received harsh criticism and left members of the audience clearly stunned, it is certainly one of the most iconic versions of the 200-year-old anthem. Marvin Gaye took his turn at the Star Spangled Banner in 1983, but not the way anyone imagined. The Motown legend shocked the audience and the nation with his soulful rendition. Grantland writes of the reimagined performance, Gaye did handstands on the anthem's proper stylistic plank. For a song that is performed literally hundreds of thousands of times all over the country every year, it's impressive to stand out in the crowd. For Newsy, I'm Jamal Andrus.